Watch this. The secret to changing line direction on your backhand isn't in your wrist. It's in where your body weight shifts. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to take the initiative during backhand rallies by changing direction. Whether you're a beginner doing basic backhand drives or an advanced player ripping cross-court, you must master this skill. If your rally patterns are too predictable, your opponent will read your habits and look to step around for a forehand attack. So we can use direction changes to either pin the opponent down or hit into the open space. That's the underlying concept. Now, how do we actually execute it? Many players believe everything in table tennis is done with the hands, including changing direction. In fixed-point drills, sure, you can redirect with just your hand and it works fine. But in match play, under high-intensity pressure when you're fully concentrated, relying on your hand alone becomes unreliable. First, if you use only your hand, the line isn't precise enough, it's not straight enough. Even though you're redirecting down the line, if it lands here, your opponent doesn't even need to move their feet, they just counterloop you. But if you redirect sharply to the wide angle and then curve it outward, that's what top players like Lin Yunju and Fan Zhendong do so well. That's where we can refine our technique. So the first key point, you just saw me demonstrate a backhand direction change. Notice that I'm using my body and center of gravity to redirect, not my hand. My hand barely moves independently. My body is initially facing cross-court, and at the moment I redirect, I shift my center of gravity. This makes the direction change very hard for the opponent to read. The opponent can only react after I've already redirected because all they can see is my hand, and my hand and wrist show almost no change. They can't read my base or my core. I'm changing the ball's direction entirely through my center of gravity in one instant. Watch, my down-the-line shot follows a natural, smooth trajectory. As I said, my down-the-line shot goes toward the wide angle. You can add a slight inward turn of the wrist while shifting your center of gravity to make the trajectory curve even more outward. That creates an excellent line. But the premise is this: redirect with your body. This lesson has one key point: don't change direction with your hand. Use your center of gravity, use your body. Relying on your hand is extremely unstable. In drills, you might get away with using your hand, but it has no consistency. It's random, not systematic. If you want a reliable direction change, remember this detail: use your body. At the moment you redirect, your body turns to face the new line. You tighten and release power, then recover. Always recover. You must be ready for the next ball. Tight, release, recover. 永远要有下一板的准备，收紧还原。